Rapper Lil Nas X, best known for his song Old Town Road, has collaborated with a streetwear company known as Mischief to release a new pair of Nikes that Nike is not endorsing. Nike actually has nothing to do with it other than the fact that their shoe is being rebranded for the purposes of selling 666 pairs of this Mischief product. Now, Nike is now suing the rapper Lil Nas X for doing this, but there's more to the story because the right wing, in all of its culture war glory, really the only thing that they can latch onto, has decided to focus all of their energy on this and Dr. Seuss, instead of the fact that their own constituents in many cases are worried about losing their housing, are unable to put food on the table for their kids, and have an incredibly insecure economic future. With that said though, let's get back to Lil Nas X and why it is that Republicans are so furious about this. The controversial kicks, NBC News writes, apparently modified Nike Air Max 97s are decorated with a pentagram pendant of a reference to a Bible verse from Luke about Satan's fall from heaven. They'll be sold for $1,000 and $1,018. The sneakers also contain a drop of human blood in the sole, which sounds fun, drawn from members of the Mischief team, the company told NBC News on Sunday. And so here's what the shoes look like. They look fine. I don't really care about them. Nike's distancing itself from this, probably because they will not be making a profit from it, and they did not endorse this or work on this project. And they say that they do not have a relationship with Lil Nas X or Mischief. Nike did not design or release these shoes, and we do not endorse them. But conservatives like Governor Kristi Noem, who just, she did all her work. She did all her work, guys. She kicked her feet up. She's like, I'm chilling by the pool, homies. Like, what can I do now? What can I do? I've taken care of everything. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. She's focused her energy on this. And she writes, our kids are being told that this kind of product is not only okay, it's exclusive. But do you know what's more exclusive? Their God-given eternal soul. We are in a fight for the soul of our nation. We need to fight hard. We need to fight smart. We need to win. And then she went on with, what good will it be for someone to gain the whole world yet forfeit their soul? She's reading from Matthew there, or writing from Matthew. And then we'll get to the Caitlyn Bennett nonsense in just a minute. But Cenk, I just want people to get healthcare. Like, I want people to get healthcare. I want people to have happy lives. Republicans have no solutions. They have nothing to offer. So instead, they're pretending to be offended by a rapper and the shoes that he's designed.
Yeah, so first of all, this is not a right-wing, left-wing issue. And the right wing, of course, they don't care about facts at all. They think Nike's doing it. Nike said 1,000 times they aren't doing it. They're like, we don't care. I'm sure they're burning Nikes as we speak, which ironically is something Satan would do. Okay, I think he burns everything if I understand it right. Progressives probably not happy with the company Mischief saying that they're putting their employees' blood in the shoes, which is what they're saying. There's human blood in the shoes, there's a drop of blood, and they got it from their employees. Definitely not a progressive position, okay? So it's not about that. It's this guy trying to get attention. Of course, you know why? Because he's an entertainer and they get paid off of attention. The shoes sold out instantly. Of course.
Mission accomplished.
Of course, yeah. Right? But to be fair to Lil Nas X, two things. One, Old Town Road is excellent. I don't care what you say. And number two is, he actually has a real point here. And I want you to hear him out. He said, I spent my entire teenage years hating myself because of the crap you all preached would happen to me because I was gay. Okay, well now we're having a conversation because that's smart. And it's true. You're worried about a mythical character named Beelzebub and whatever you think. And look, that's the thing. Republican politicians don't believe it at all. I mean, Kristi Noem's been Kristi Noem, ironically, doing the same exact thing as Lil Nas X. She's like, please look at me, I want to run for president. I'm in South Dakota, nobody will pay attention to me. Please, I'm begging you, look at me, right? So they're both playing that same game. But in terms of the religion, but the Republican voters do believe it. They think Satan is real. And so they think, if you, like they probably think that the shoes are possessed. Now, if you don't believe in fundamentalist religion, you're thinking, no way, they don't actually believe it. They don't think that shoe has anything to do with the Satan and that the shoes got. No, I guarantee you, a giant chunk of the country thinks, oh no, Dumbledore and Satan are gonna team up on the shoes. One's gonna have the left foot, the other one's gonna have the right foot. And this is gonna be a real problem for our kids if they find out that Satan's got their shoes and stuff. Like to the rest of us, that sounds so insane, we can't fathom it. But what is real is preaching the poison that being gay is somehow evil and that you're part of Satan's plan and that you're gonna go to hell. You put that poison into people's heads, you know what it does to people? It torments them, and that is real. And that's the psychological torture that we subject people in the LGBTQ community to through organized fundamentalist religion. That's a fact, and that does real harm. So I think the Satan stuff is goofy with the shoe and the et cetera. And I know he's trying to sell records and shoes and stuff. But his point about how they tormented him for being gay and made him hate himself, that's a great point.
Well, look, I like to be honest with the audience, and overall, I don't care about any of this, like 0%. I don't care about his Satan shoes, and I certainly don't care about any bad faith argument coming from the right wing, which has found itself in quite a conundrum because they don't have anything to run on. And so they have two conflicting messages running simultaneously right now, and it makes them look like goofy clowns. On one hand, you have them doing literal hearings about cancel culture, and it's like, oh, cancel culture is so bad. Cancel culture is so bad. Oh, the government is banning Dr. Seuss books, which, by the way, isn't even true. Dr. Seuss, the estate decided to discontinue publishing versions of these Dr. Seuss books that no one even really knows about or cares about, right? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the facts of that story is. What matters to Republicans is, okay, well, this is our message. We're not gonna offer healthcare. We're not gonna offer any real solutions to jobs being shipped abroad. We're not gonna do anything for our people at all. But what can we do to pretend as if we're representing their best interests? Let's just, we're one trick ponies. Let's go ahead and latch onto what we've been using for decades now because we have no substance, and that's cancel culture, or more importantly, culture war type stuff. And that's exactly what this is, because what they're trying to do here conflicts with their other message about cancel culture. They're trying to cancel a rapper. And like,
literally, can I just say,
what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Okay, are they worried that he's a virgin who's gonna be touched for the very first time? Like this stuff happens. Like it's just an endless cycle of culture war nonsense. I'm so sick of it. No one cares. No one cares. You don't want your kids listening to that music or buying those shoes. They're minors. You have control over what your kids do, okay? Other than that, just shut up and do some legislating, because that's what you're actually hired to do by your constituents. And that's the other thing. To all of the Republican voters out there, I'm saying this honestly in the kindest way possible. Don't let them bamboozle you. They're bamboozling you. These are issues that aren't really issues, okay? They're manipulating you. They're using emotional appeal to scare you. And in the meantime, they're passing tax cuts for the rich. They're signing off on sweetheart deals for their buddies. They're pretending like they love Donald Trump when in reality they can't stand him and they're afraid of what might happen to their political careers if they speak out against him. Like they don't represent anything, but more importantly, they don't represent you. They don't care about you. They only care about their political futures, which is the reason why all you hear from them is emotional manipulation based on cancel culture and culture war issues. That's it.
The two things you said, Anna, are quite literal. One is you said they've got nothing to run on. Yeah, without shoes, of course they've got nothing to run with. But boom, I'm here all week. Okay, but no, seriously, Kristi Noem, the Republican governor we're telling you about, she said, this is a quote, "I don't think there have been better candidates to cancel than Lil Nas X and these shoes." I mean, you just told us for the last couple of months that the most important thing in the country was cancel culture and we shouldn't cancel anyone. And then they themselves turn around and go, cancel that guy. Literally, it's unbelievable. It's just unreal, right? And then look, for conservatives, let me just say, quick parent to parent pro tip for you guys. Figure out how to do parenting. So I have my kids listen to Old Town Road because it's a fun song and we love it together. Am I gonna have them watch a video of this guy giving the devil a lap dance? No. If they stumble across it, am I gonna freak out and go, oh my God, Satan's got my kids? No, I'm just gonna talk to them. Satan is a mythological character, very similar to Mephisto in the Marvel comic universe. And so it's not real. And no, don't put blood in your shoes. He's trying to do it to get attention. Wear normal shoes and don't believe in mythology. There, I solved it. Okay, wow, that was so hard.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.